Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ. In this video I'm going to give out my thoughts and opinions on this year's E3. This year's E3 is going to be really hyped up. I mean, we're in a new generation of gaming, got upcoming consoles coming out. Um, I mean, right now we kind of may have a clear indication of what console we're going to go to, but earlier this year, maybe we had conversations about, from Sony and Microsoft about their next consoles. And I mean, it was kind of confusing for gamers to really find out which one is the best. I mean, they hardly gave us any information. I mean, Sony, they gave us a lot of the games to show us a lot of gameplay, but they didn't show us anything console worthy. And for Microsoft, it was like the complete opposite. They showed us the console, but they focused more on TV rather than games. And then also, I guess for Nintendo, there was nothing at all. I mean, it seems to me that Nintendo really has no plans for the future at all. But right now, I mean, it has changed. I mean, earlier today they had press conferences from Microsoft and Sony. Microsoft pretty much saying that uh, they are focused on the game community. They did show a lot of games. They even showed that they are still supporting the 360 by actually having a new model of the 360 to make it look similar to the Xbox One. Which, to me, I don't really understand why they do that. I mean, if the whole goal was to promote the Xbox One, why are they still promoting the 360? Anyway, I mean, they did show some good games, like the new Metal Gear. They showed Halo, showed Call of Duty Ghosts. And they even gave us a price and release date near the end, which was $500 and coming out this November. Which I'm glad they did that. I mean, I can see that Microsoft is still trying to support the gaming community, but even after all that, I still believe a lot of people will be more going towards the PlayStation 4. And the only reason I say that is because with all the restrictions hanging out with the Xbox One, I mean, you have the whole thing about the used games where since all the games are going to be installed to your hard drive, you won't be able to use them on the different systems without paying a fee. And then the whole 24-hour like online check for your games, and then the fact that you have to connect in order to be active. I mean, just put a lot of restrictions on something that should just be basic and functional for just a gaming console. For the Sony press conference, it was more or less the same thing. I mean, they showed that they're still supporting the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 3 Vita, and they kind of show how they all relate to the PlayStation 4. And pretty much they're trying to make gaming more social worthy, just trying to get everyone connected. I mean, for the most part, they did show some great games like the new Infamous, and I guess Final Fantasy 15, which originally was Final Fantasy Versus 13. I mean, that was kind of a really cool trailer right there. And then he also even gave us a prize at the end, which even astonished me, which was only about $400. I mean, comparing it to the launch price of the PS3, that's really incredible. I mean, I had a feeling that the price was going to be slightly lowered. I mean, without the backwards compatibility, but I never thought it was going to be anything lower than 500. As for Nintendo, though, I mean, I can't really say they have anything new planned out. I mean, we really don't know. I mean, there was no conference day, but for what I've read, that they're going to be having just a closed private conference just discussing about future software for their Wii U. I mean, since their system's already out there, there's really nothing to really release. But they could get out some new games like Bayonetta 2. I mean, kind of interesting game right there. For this year's E3, I'm kind of hoping they show more of the gameplay of the launch titles and even upcoming games for the future. And also, I kind of like to get more detail about more of the consoles and their features. I mean, we just barely hit the tip of the iceberg on that one. I even like to see more of the upcoming Ouya. I mean, from what I read, they're not really going to actually have a big all-out conference for the whole public. But it's just more going to be just something simple and subtle. I mean, it's been in development for about a year now, and I mean, it's just creeping up. It could even be the fourth competitor for the gaming industry. Um, I mean, who knows? Maybe it could even outperform the top sellers, but I'm not really sure about that. We just have to wait and see. Well, overall, we just kind of wait and see for the rest of this E3 to play out. I mean, it's going to continue on for the next 3 days, and I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of things happening out there, and man, I wish I really could actually be out there. um, I mean, we just got to hope for the best, and that things are to continue on becoming the best generation of gaming. And I mean, the whole war between Sony and Microsoft, I mean, for the time being, looks like PlayStation 4 is in the lead. I mean, for what it seems right now, is like the PlayStation 4 is like a step up from the PS3, and the Xbox One is like a step down from the 360. But I mean, times can change, and the future's not set in stone yet, and there's still plenty of time before the actual release of these systems. But I mean, I'm just looking forward to this next generation of gaming. This is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.